2 rotors in there. She said, what are you gonna do with them? I said, I'm gonna recycle them. And she said, do you get money for them? What's up, everybody? Andre here with Jack of All Trades. I want to talk about an experience I just had. I went out and I bid a job last week, and I got the job on the spot for 350 bucks. It was a small grading job, and the lady was gonna pay me 400 bucks. And I was like, no, you don't have to. She's like, no, I'll pay you extra, and I'll pay you cash and all that good stuff. And I was like, all right, you know, put a smile on my face. I was looking forward to it. But I had that bigger job that you guys recently saw for 2,200 bucks that I did. And the rain came, took away a day from me, and I ended up pushing her back because all my equipment was on that job site, and I couldn't do grading in the mud either way in the rain. So I was like, all right, it's fine. You know, she's a nice Southern lady. I'm sure she understands, you know, it's the weather. So I checked in with her, and she was okay with waiting because she understood the first time. And she was like, yeah, just let me know. And we only had one dry day that I had to finish that other job so I can get paid for it and, you know, take my equipment from that job site. Because you can't just start a job, take equipment, then bring the equipment back. It's just a hassle. Why do you want to do all that stuff? And I'm checking back in with her now, and she is like, actually, I'm going to hire someone that is more reliable. Like, this is weird. I've never had a customer tell me that I'm not reliable. I'm always showing up. I always respond. I never let anyone down. And I honestly feel like I've been let down because of the weather, and it's like out of my control. But some people just have super high expectations, and they expect you to perform miracles when you can't even perform a miracle because of the weather. You know, you can't be grading out in the mud. And it's just one of those days. It's like, come on, what the heck? But I guess it happens, and this is really the first job that I've got that the customer said, never mind, you're not going to do it because you're not as prompt. Like, what? You can't be going off promptness whenever it's just like the weather, because I'm sure you don't want me over there working in the mud for you to feel bad, and then for you to say that, hey, you know, this is not getting done right, the mud is washing stuff away and all that stuff. So it just kind of sucks, but it be what it be. Part of owning a business, I guess. You can't please everybody, and this is proof. For those of you guys that want to continue watching, I'm going to go pick up a dumpster right now from a rental, take it to the landfill, and bring it back. That property management actually is going to end up renting around 3 dumpsters for me, so that's very nice. I know at least 3 because I already took them one. They have another one right now, and they said that, hey, we're ready for you to pick it up and bring it back, so that's going to be 3 already. Hopefully more, but I don't know. I'll have to keep you guys updated, but stay tuned if you want to check it out. Look what's going on over here. Filled with junk. Straight up all the way to the top, a little over. I got the dumpster all hooked up, headed to the landfill, but I want to say this. I feel super bad for the guys that are out cutting grass right now. I'm sure it's such a pain in the butt and such a messy job, but that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to go through trials. You got to go through stuff you don't want to do to eventually make it someday. So at least hopefully make it. If you're wondering what money smells like, go to the landfill in the rain. Oh, it smells real good, man. Real good. I just had to take some crap out because I told these people no batteries in here because I saw they had batteries, and I found them like right as soon as I opened the door. So took them out, put them in the back of the truck. You don't want to throw this stuff out in the landfill. Got to recycle it. Put tires, mattress, but I'll charge them extra for this. Dang, smells real good out here though. The reason I'm a little annoyed is because I told these people to, hey, I see you have some batteries, don't put them in the dumpster. Just, I can take them for you next trip if you would like. And she said, what are you gonna do with them? I said, I'm gonna recycle them. And she said, do you get money for them? I said, yeah, they'll give you a couple bucks. And she didn't say anything, so I thought she was just gonna take them from what it sounded like herself and recycle them. But I see them in the dumpster right now. It's like, come on, man. I told you, I'll take them for free. Just leave them there. Don't throw them in the dumpster. I don't want to look through stuff. At least it was obvious. It would have sucked if they would have just been hidden, and then, you know, would have got ran over and leak all that crap everywhere. Brought the dumpster back. I'm gonna take off the hitch because I don't have another lock. My other one's on a rental too right now for another contractor. So the lock is on that one, so I take the hitch off. That way no one can just hook up to it and take off. Technically they can bring their own hitch, but yeah, it would be a bad deal if they did. I need to get better locks to hide the bolts. That way if they do want to steal it, they got to break this lock, then to get to this lock, you know. So just want to take all the precautions you can. This is a sketchy neighborhood. After I get the lock off, I just put the nuts back on them. That way I don't lose them. and I'll just slap it in the bed with my other tools. That way I always have it on me. But yeah, these are the batteries right here. 2 rotors in there too, so I don't really mind it because this is worth some money right here, but nothing crazy. So it ain't worth taking a trip on its own, but if you're already going, then this will help you a little bit, get some extra gas money. Diesel fuel prices are starting to go down, so that's a big plus. I just filled up the truck at the $3.49 a gallon. I wasn't fully empty, so I only fit 24 gallons, and that was $84.04. Keep your receipts for them write-offs. This is pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. So if you guys enjoyed this content, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Just kidding. We're going back to work at 6 p.m. using the enclosed trailer this time. I got a call from a lady yesterday wanting a junk removal estimate, and she's only available after 5:30. Typically, if I'm home already, you know, I don't want to go out after 5:30, but if there is work, I'm gonna go, because look, if you're not hungry enough to go do it, someone else out there is. So you literally have to hop on every single opportunity you get. Otherwise, you're just gonna be missing out. And look, I might be wasting time, I might not get it, but if I get it, that's gonna up my business and help me cover my bills. I've missed this trailer. I haven't used it for like 2 months, and she is dirty. That's no good. Why is it not coming off? It used to be power washed, I think. You gotta keep your stuff clean, but I haven't been using it, so I haven't washed it. I need to stay on top of it. Don't want it to like ruin the white paint. Alright, you guys, we're back home right now. I did get that job. It was $200. I was in and out within 10 minutes. These are the type of jobs I want daily, and I want 5 of them, because you can make $1,000 per day, probably around, you know, $700-800 after fuel, wear and tear on equipment, dump fees. That is good money right there, but it's hard to get many of these pickups per day. So that's the sucky thing, you know, you can get them sometimes, but it's hard to get them. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's impossible, it's just hard, because I've had it multiple times where I had 3 pickups, 4 pickups, 5 pickups, 6 pickups, even 7 pickups, and have over $1,000 days. The problem is it's rare to get that many small jobs in a day, unfortunately, but it does happen. So, you know, you stick around in the business for long enough, you will have good days too. The reason I used the enclosed trailer today is because I don't have any dump trailers available. They're all gone, they're all on rent. Even the flatbed trailer that's typically parked right here, Hammer needed it to haul the excavator, and then he needed the bigger dump trailer for a tree job. So it's kind of like he went with 2 trailers, that way he can haul the tree and take his machine home the same day, because it's a far job. I got some scrap metal right here that I just been collecting. Not really collecting, I got this from a job. It's like 2 jobs here, and I didn't want to toss them in the landfill. Save me some dump fees money, plus I can recycle and get a little bit extra money. This is probably like $10 right here, so it's not much. So I don't want to just take this to the scrapyard, because that's pretty much just going to cover my fuel, and if I get a flat tire, I'm going to lose money going. But if I collect a decent amount and take it with the dump trailer all at once, then you can make pretty okay money, you know, recycling. You're not going to get rich, but you're not going to not make anything, you know what I mean? It's definitely a nice feeling having all 4 trailers rented out, making you money, but it's not always like this, guys. The most I've ever had was 2 trailers rented out at once, and today just happened to top it with 4. So it's definitely a blessing, and it definitely makes up for the times the equipment was just sitting and not making you money. So that's kind of like one thing I'm always fighting in my head. It's like, man, the equipment is sitting, not making me money, but then like it happens, then it starts making you money, and you're like, man, good thing I kept it, because I would have missed out on the money I could have made, you know what I mean? So that's my reasoning behind why I want so much equipment, because that's what pays the bills at the end of the day. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video for real this time. So if you guys enjoyed this content, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Let's see how she does. Got her loaded down. She's going up slowly but surely. Andre with the hookup of the trailer. This thing is insanely powerful. Super strong axles. Telescopic lift. Lifts it super high. Look at that. The height on this thing is insane. Lots of logs. We dumped these guys yesterday. Massive. I mean, look at this. It doesn't even do it justice, man. Trailer's freaking awesome.